नमस्कार। मैं सभी हमारे जो गठबंधन के लीडर्स हैं,
हमारे गठबंधन पार्टी के नेता लोग 2 घंटे तक बैठकर आज के पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन पे और आज की जो परिस्थिति है उस पर बहुत से सजेशन आए, चर्चा हो गई और ये निष्कर्ष आखिरी में ये निकला कि हम सब मिलके एक ही वॉइस में ये कहना चाहिए जो मैं आपको पढ़ के बताऊंगा। The constituents of India bloc thank the people of India for the overwhelming support received by our allies. The people's mandate has given befitting reply to the BJP and their politics of hate, corruption and deprivation. This is a mandate in defense of the Constitution of India and against price rise, unemployment and crony capitalism, and also to save democracy. The India bloc will continue to fight against the fascist rule of the BJP led by Modi. We will take appropriate steps at the appropriate time to realize the people's desire not to be ruled by the BJP's government, and this is our decision, and we all together agreed on these points, and will definitely whatever promises we have given to the people, that we will keep it up, and just I want to tell this. Thank you very much.
खड़गे जी इसको हिंदी में बोल दीजिए। खड़गे जी हिंदी।
So Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is saying that the mandate is against the Modi government, and I think his large portion of it is part of the introduction statement that he said when he opened up to the alliance. But Morley saying that we've discussed the current political situation. Somewhere it looks like they are going to wait to see what happens with the NDA.
Well, look, I mean, let's add a few caveats here. While, I don't want to in any way undermine anyone's achievement, but look, the Modi government went into this election with 10 years of anti-incumbency behind them. There was a significant amount of distress. And despite that, this is a very creditable showing by the NDA, by the BJP. They've got up to 240. And let's not take anything away also from the manner in which, and this is the critical part, the manner in which this particular bunch of politicians has stood up.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, announcement.
Yeah.
India alliance to sit in the opposition, no attempts to form government.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
Because
that's a big one, because
So
till
we're gonna
yesterday
sit in opposition,
everybody
no
was
attempts to
saying
form government.
let's see,
but
let's see what Nitish.
these were not people who really were in the decision-making space. This group of people, who are obviously the creme de la creme of their political parties, have sat together and analyzed and realized that this is not really a mandate for them, to be honest. This is a mandate to keep in check a government that many people had begun to suggest was riding roughshod over institutions, and perhaps also there was a degree of arbitrariness in the way they were functioning. So I think the public has said that, look, the time has come where we need to be heard, we need to have our interests heard, and the only way we can do that is by ensuring that this particular government is not in a position to do things as it pleases. That it
Right,
has
we'll go to
consult.
Sharon Elizabeth and Pallavi Ghosh for more details. Top sources within the INDIA are saying very clearly that the alliance will actually sit in opposition. No attempts to form government, no attempt at forming government. They will sit in opposition, a very strong, robust opposition compared to the past. But will they be a responsible one is the big question. Will they continue to be the conscience keepers of the government of the day and keep the checks and balances in place in the interest of the country, in the interest of the people, not in their own personal vested interest? I think that's one of the biggest caveats many are expecting the transformation from within the opposition this time around. No attempt at forming government. We'll try and connect with Sharon and also with Pallavi Ghosh in just a bit. Yes, Sharon. So they will sit in opposition.
Well, this is what our sources in fact has told, though officially a resolution has in fact been passed that an appropriate time, appropriate step will be taken. Not much disclosed officially while in the briefing, but our sources within the meeting has been telling us that a unilateral decision was taken that there will be no attempt to form the government and to sit in the opposition. Right now it's not the right situation or time to go ahead and attempt to form a government is what the decision has been taken in this particular meeting at India Alliance. They in fact have been saying that at the appropriate time a step will be taken. As of now, officially they have only said that a resolution has been passed, but the sources inside tell us that because of because there were a number of parties within the meeting who have in fact said that they are right now the numbers are not in favor and it is not an appropriate time to go ahead and form the government.
Right,
So
no point making
later,
that
a
no
discussion
point in
will be-
making that attempt if Naidu and Nitish are not going to come this way or they're not even bothered. They're going to be firmly within the NDA. They don't have the numbers. Pallavi Ghosh. So they will be in opposition, but who will lead the charge? Have they decided on who's going to be the face of the alliance in Parliament?
Well, I mean, it's an alliance, so
Yeah.
they are everyone who is going to be speaking out very strongly as far as the issue is concerned. But the word that they're getting from inside the meeting is very simple, and that is, first of all, is that we don't have the kind of numbers, and therefore we're not doing it. Rahul, Mallikarjun Kharge, the left party said we're not desperate for power. We had a point to prove, and we proved that point. And therefore, no attempt is going to be made desperately to break or cobble up an alliance which is not possible. It's going to be a coordinated, consolidated voice which will be expressed inside and outside Parliament to take on the Modi factor, because Modi does not have the mandate of the people to govern the country.
No, but yes, what changed between yesterday and today, Pallavi? Yesterday, even Rahul Gandhi, when he was asked this question, he said, we have an alliance meeting, we'll decide. They were all being very cagey. In fact, leaders who came on the shows last night, they were saying, abhi dekhiye kya baki hone wala hai. I think Mamata Banerjee, when she had a press conference yesterday, she said, now look at what is going to happen in Bihar and so on and so forth. What's changed in the last 24 hours that they've now decided, okay, we're not going to give it a shot, or at least try to form the government, we'd rather just sit in the opposition?
Well, Jakarta, what really has changed is the reality. The reality is that today both Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu have made it very clear that they are part of the NDA. The moment the pictures of them sitting next to a Prime Minister started coming out, the moment it was clear that they would take claim to form the government after the parliamentary party meeting and the oath is going to take place on 8th, I think the opposition parties realize that at this point of time, even reaching out to Nitish Kumar and Naidu is not going to make much sense. What we are, of course, being told by the top Congress sources is that we're going to continue to apply pressure. Appropriate time, appropriate decision also means that the possibility of moving a no-confidence motion against the government, to keep it on its toes, to make it accountable, that is also one option which is now being mulled, and they've realized, realistically speaking, something which Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Kharge also picked up at that meeting today, is that we don't have a lust for power. We have to be different from the BJP. We have the mandate to govern. We are going to push because these two main.
Right. So the India Alliance and this entire bloc will be sitting in opposition. Who will be the LOP? That will be interesting to see who gets to be the
That goes to the single largest opposition party.
Single largest
opposition party. So it'll be somebody from the Congress.
So it'll be somebody from the but also who's the convener? Who decides the strategy
that is
of this
something
entire
that they
group?
probably will.
It'll be interesting to see, will Akhilesh get a greater role comparatively? And
But we're assuming.
And there's one more. Then there's one more aspect that Rahul Gandhi is now standing on the flanks. He's not there front and center. And that's a significant shift in approach.
So Anand, we're assuming that this particular alliance will function like the UPA did after it lost power. We don't know if all these disparate parties will stick together in the formalized framework of the India grouping, as they sort of have suggested that they came together.
Why? I mean, they fought an election. I mean, there was
I
everything
agree.
thrown at them. I mean,
I agree,
and they
but there could be
seem
people,
pretty united right now.
But you know, Zaka, there could be some of them who